Accounting Superstars. This is Professor Don Bush. I've been a professor for about 30 years and a CPA for that long, and I've got great ways to explain accounting, so you've come to the right place if you want to learn how to do accounting. I've taught it for so many years. I've learned tricks and ways to explain accounting so people get it. Now, today's lesson is for students who are in their first semester of accounting and studying inventory, or it would also be a good lesson for intermediate students too. So what the problem is today is that Fred at Fred's Snowblower Service had a big theft. Burglars broke into the store and stole a lot of snowblowers and other things that Fred sells. So Fred wants to turn in an insurance claim, and the insurance company wants some documentation, a little bit of proof on how much was stolen. So Fred talks to his accountant and says, hey, accountant, what do you need to know here so I can get reimbursed? Well, the accountant says, I need to know your beginning inventory at the beginning of this month. You see, the inventory was stolen in June. And so at the very beginning of June, the beginning inventory was $45,360. Now I know it says value of inventory per the May 31st balance sheet, but May 31st, June 1st, it's really the same thing. So $45,360 beginning inventory. And the accountant says, well, I also need to know how much inventory did you purchase up until the theft. So the inventory purchases for the month of June up until the burglary was $25,900. Cool. Now, also the accountant needs to know, well, what were your sales up until the theft? And these sales are at retail price. So the June sales per the accounting records is $56,820. And by the way, while I'm thinking of it, it is so important to make backup copies of your accounting records and also keep a copy of your accounting records off the premises. And the reason why is very often when there's a catastrophe like a big fire or something, that that your accounting records get destroyed too, and that way you can't figure out how much inventory you have. I remember hearing about one retail store where some burglars broke in, and they really didn't steal much, but what they did do is they destroyed the accounting records, and they poured bleach all over the accounting records. And so made it pretty tough. Okay, so anyways, next thing that the accountant needs to know here is the gross profit rate, 35%. And that's really easy to figure out. You can figure that out by looking at past income statements. So this 35%, that's kind of like a historical average. And finally, the value of inventory remaining in the store after the burglary was $15,300. So not all the inventory was stolen, but much of it was. So we've got to figure out, well, how much was stolen? So here we go. It's really easy, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to split the screen so we can see what's happening. View split. All right, well, what we'll do is we'll figure out the cost of goods sold percentage. Super easy. Now, the way you do it is sales always has a percentage of 100%, always. And so just write 100%. And whenever you're dealing with income statement numbers, sales is 100%. Cost of goods sold, well, we don't know what that percentage is, but we do know that gross profit is 35%. That's right up here in this beginning information. So 35%. So 100% minus something is 35%. And if you do the math, I hope you would get 65%. There you go. Easy. That's about as difficult as the math gets right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to take these percentages and we're going to drop them down into this next section down here. So I'm going to just take the 100%, the 65%, the 35%, drop them all right into place here. There we go. Now, the amount of sales, the dollar amount of sales, according to the accounting records, was $56,820. So I'll drop that into this place. Cost of goods sold, we don't know that, but we do know that cost of goods sold is 65% of sales. And you might say, well, why 65%? How did you know that? Well, we figured it out right up here. So 56,820 times 65% is 36,933. Now to figure out the gross profit, which we really don't need to do, but why not? So all you would need to do is subtract, or you could go 56,820 times 35%. Either way, you're going to get the same number. So there we are, 19,887. So here we go. This is a simple little formula. I call it the cost of goods sold formula. It's something that all accounting students should just memorize. You use it so much, and you're going to use it a lot in your second accounting class. So the beginning inventory at the beginning of June was 45,360. There we go, 45,360. The amount of purchases according to the accounting records up until the burglary was 25,900. So drop that into place. Now, if we add those two numbers together, we get the goods that were available for sale. All right. Now, what we'll do is we'll subtract away the amount that was sold. So we figured that out right here, 36,933. And we'll drop it into place here. So what's going on here? If we had 71,260 and we sold 36,933, well, whatever's left over should be our ending inventory. Now that does not include the theft. That would be our ending inventory if there was no theft, but we had a theft here. So let's figure out how much was stolen. So we're on the last step. And our ending inventory before the theft is 34,327. So let's drop it down into place here. And the inventory not stolen, the inventory still remaining in the store is 15,300. So we'll drop that into place. And so the amount stolen is the difference between the two. We're just going to subtract 19,027. So now we can turn in a insurance claim and get reimbursed. So all we do is do a little subtraction there, and we've got it. So folks, that was pretty easy. So if you want to see more videos, I've got them all on accountingsuperstars.com. And they're all divided out by topic. They're listed by topic. And so check it out. You might find a video that will help you out in your class. So also let me know in the comments what videos you'd like to see, what topics are giving you a hard time, and I can make a video for you. So lastly, hit that like and subscribe button. Folks, it helps me out, helps the channel out, so I really appreciate it. And until next time, over and out.